And breaking news today, we're going back to paper food stamps. Most are happy, and for some reason, the drug dealing community is more happier than others. I don't know.
Yeah. Ultimately, I don't think anybody's going to come after us.
Hey, what's up, Topeka? It's your boy, Malik in the Street, and I'm here at the Fox 43 local news station. I've been doing the Fox 43 AM Live show all week. It's been a blast. I'm actually about to take you guys behind the scenes, and then afterwards, we're going to have an interview with Dane Kroll. This is it. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. How are you this morning?
Thank you for joining us. I'm Dane Kroll.
And I'm Malik in the Street. Welcome back. Friday's that day. Most people call in on a Friday.
Yeah,
Go home early on Fridays. I'm here with Dane Kroll. He's the guy that got me through all of this, walked me through, showed me what I was doing. I was watching the expert here at work. It was great. How you doing today?
Not too bad. We just finished up the show, so my adrenaline's running a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It is. So we're going to, yeah. Oh yeah. You was running around. You were making things happen. You were like, actually it was a two-man show here because our director, Dane, she was awesome.
Yes.
She was back there. I just met her today. I can only really hear on the earpiece. So it was like the Wizard of Oz.
That's
you know what I
the
mean?
Funniest comment. People are like, "Where's Danny? Where is Danny at?" Like, just she's in another room, but she is a huge part of the show.
Yeah, a very huge part. She did make it happen. It was great to meet her. Just real quick, I wanted to ask, how did you find yourself behind this desk?
Right place, right time. Honestly, I have a film degree, so definitely we've talked Marvel movies all week so far. So I started here at the station 8 years ago or so, like literally in master control. Like if you see this room, you're just pushing buttons. You're watching all the channels that we have. Like we have the 4 channels that we control, and then we have a ton of like a dozen others that we just kind of watch. And I was working there, and then an opening came over to creative services, so I jumped over there, and from there. Literally because of Marvel movies. So do you remember TopCon?
Oh yeah.
So around TopCon, we were like one of the sponsors. I was the only one that really kind of knew what was going on because I'm like the only one that kind of understands the geekdom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm there a lot of times.
Yes. Yep. And so we were talking about the CW, the Arrowverse was going on.
Oh yeah, it was.
And I was watching it all regardless.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was there with you. I was watching it,
and I loved it. That's a whole other discussion, Malik. But we got somehow an opportunity arose where we were talking about doing something on their CW channel where they were like somebody hyping up the primetime shows like Flash, Arrow, All American, a lot of other crazy show. Riverdale, that was another one.
Yeah, Riverdale.
So I kind of I pitched myself. I'm like, hey, I can talk about the Flash and all this stuff, and we put together some test stuff, and like they're like, all right, yeah, sure. So that started my TV career. It was 15 seconds on the CW daily of saying like, listen, guys, tonight at 7 is the Flash.
It's funny how 15 seconds can just change everything. Yeah. So they was like, hey, he's not ugly, so let's put him on there. You know?
So yeah, so I did that for a few years. It was such a blast. We got to do the Crisis on Infinite Earth stuff. They really gave me way too long of a leash to be goofy.
Oh yeah. You was like, this is a walk in the park for me. Y'all giving me too much.
And then this show was coming to fruition, and they needed somebody to be a part of it to do a lot of the roaming stuff. And they needed somebody that didn't quite have the journalism background a lot of other people do, and so they're like, well, we have this guy over here.
Yeah, we got Dane over here that's been sitting in the back and been
so he's just been
goofing around. He can do this.
Stepchild of the stations. And so I jumped over to KTMJ Fox show, and then from there it was just a couple years. Talent comes and goes. Eventually a spot opened up, and the only person that was like ready to step up really to produce the show was me. And here we are.
Yeah, you've been doing a great job. So it's almost one of those things of too, it's like, just be prepared because you don't know when opportunity is going to pull up.
That's 100% where it was right place, right time, but it was also just you were ready for it. To step up. I was ready to take that opportunity.
That's why I tell people all the time, opportunity is like a ride. It pulls up in your driveway. If you're not ready to go, it's going to pull out and go pick up the next person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So anybody that's watching this, now you've been doing this for a while now.
Yes.
And so I would actually ask it this way. If you could go to yourself 10 years ago, what would be the one thing that you would tell yourself to do to make your job easier, or maybe to even get in this chair a lot faster?
10 years ago, I was at Dylan's.
Quit Dylan's.
Quit Dylan. I mean, about 10 years ago was about the time that I was like, I'm out of here, because I don't know. Honestly, I think a 10-year track at this point, I think it was going to happen no matter what at that point. Like even before that, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, man, it's hard to say. Because again, I kind of this was almost a pipe dream. I kind of stumbled into it. I was trying to become an author, which I still am, honestly. I am an author. I'm trying to become a popular one. So I was always concentrating on that. But yeah, I guess focusing in on like maybe one dream would have been nice. I'm so scattered at times.
Yep, I got you. So just focus.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get in this, focus on it. Or like we just said before, be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared. Yeah. Be willing to take some licks here and there. I think really I took a pay cut to come to this original station because I wanted out of my old job. And it worked out in the end. And
it definitely worked out. Sometimes you got to start over, you know what I mean, to get ahead. Just one last thing, and then I'm going to let you go because I know you're busy and you've been riding around, jumping around. I know you have me on here in the past. You've had other people in Topeka. So what's your goal in this? Having different personalities from Topeka come on here, owners of businesses. What's the main goal you want Topeka to get out when they're watching Fox 43 AM Live?
I think the main goal is it's really become to put a highlight and shine on what's going on in Topeka now. And not only Topeka, but Manhattan and the Northeast Kansas area, because I try to reach out to Lawrence when I can. But obviously I grew up here. I moved away. I came back. We've talked about this we've all been through Topeka's really boring.
Yeah, we have.
And let me tell you something. Like I've been to LA. LA can also be really boring if you don't know how. If you don't know what's going on. What you're doing, you don't know how to find that entertainment.
Exactly. It's going to be boring.
Yeah, the world's not boring. You're boring.
You're boring. I say that all the time.
Yes.
Like, open up your mind. So it's because sometimes we have the shows out there at Evergy Plaza, and they might not be playing the music you're hip to, but just go out there anyway. It's a nice atmosphere. There's food, there's something to do, and you find yourself like, hey, this wasn't that bad, and I got out of the house.
Exactly. So these last few years, especially of once taking over the show and talking to all the guests on the show, it really has made me just fall in love with Topeka more. And I've been so just elated and honored to kind of meet all the community leaders and see what they're doing to try to make the place better. And it's been great meeting, like entertainers like yourself and people down in Noto that are, they're just throwing their artwork out there. It's very brave to do that.
It is. Well, in Topeka, you definitely have to do. You got to put yourself out there. You're not gonna get anywhere. But hey, Dane, thank you again. Thank you for this opportunity. Please invite me back again. If somebody cancels, I'm going to wake up early every day just in case you need me to come back out here.
We'll have you back on one of these days.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, guys, thanks for watching again. It's your boy, Malik in the Street.